Welcome to the Pathways to Surrender podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and thank you for joining us for this guided meditation. Please note that these meditations are recorded in a tropical setting with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds. Try not to let them distract you from the words. Let's take a moment now to just get settled in, get comfortable and relaxed. Maybe close our eyes and take some breaths and just listen to the music before the meditation starts. It is useful to remember what the source of our resistance to surrender actually is. We tend to see it as some kind of power that we are tempted to overcome, to deal with in ways that don't actually address the source of the resistance. Our resistance arises from a part of us that feels unsafe, insecure, threatened. It is a vulnerable self. It is not an enemy or a power against us. It is a part of us. Part of us that needs to know it is safe all resistance arises from the past, from situations and circumstances and events, and from conditioning. We learned that it was not safe to be authentic, to be free, to be self-expressed. Each of us has our own story, and it plays out in a unique and individual way. But essentially, we learned some aspect of us was not welcome, was not safe, was a threat to our security. And so, when we feel our resistance is high, we can't seem to let go. It is tempting to try to overcome that resistance in various ways, but actually what is really required is compassion, understanding, forgiveness, and the ability to reassure ourselves that we are safe, that there is no threat. We are often tempted to view our resistance as some flaw or failure, some problem with us. That is the position of the ego. The ego will judge, will see problems, faults. We are capable of holding a much higher view, a view which includes compassion and understanding. A view that includes knowledge of the truth. When we view resistance from that perspective, we see that what is required is a gentle reminder to ourselves that we are safe, that there is no threat in this moment. That it is safe to let go. That within us which is resisting is calling to us to welcome it, join with it, to reunite those fragmented parts of ourselves. And so, we're here to become conscious, to awaken, to become a free, authentic expression of the truth of who we are. The temptation with resistance has been to deny that part of us, to repress it, to control it. Let us bring a higher view, a more expanded view. A view that is aligned with truth. The truth that we are a perfect divine expression of a perfect divine source. That we are an expression of the infinite, timeless consciousness. We exist fully within that consciousness. And what is true of that consciousness is true of us. And that the milieu in which we exist is the energy and power of love. And what is missing in our relationship with ourselves is love. Because we dissociated from our true self, we dissociated from love. Now, we can see that our resistance is a call to return to love, to a compassionate, understanding, loving relationship with ourselves, with all our history, all our story, to leave behind and release all the judgments we have held, all the doubts, all the ways that we have denied ourselves freedom to be a free expression of who and what we are. It is time to make peace with ourselves. take the higher view, to align our conscious awareness with the truth. There's time to release judgment, to release the beliefs, stories that we have told ourselves, to release the doubts about the truth, and come to dwell in the peace and love and joy that is already here within us. The mind of the ego is contracted and limited. It is truly a small mind. It is limited by its duality, its dualistic approach. You can recognize that dualism immediately by the ideas that come from the ego, the good and the bad, the right and the wrong. You can leave behind those limitations, that small mind, by dwelling in and on the truth, by accepting only the truth, by being willing to open to the truth. It is a choice we make to leave behind those limitations, that smallness, that fearful, contracted state, and move into the expanded, unlimited, infinite freedom of the truth. That is the choice before us. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you would like more information on these meditations and teachings, you can visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Wholeness. These are episodes of meditative teachings designed to help us move to the next step in our journey, letting go and learning to surrender, overcoming resistance. That's Pathways to Wholeness. Look for the next episode soon. We'll be uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.